Good morning, Tangerines. Welcome to another episode of Sunday Morning Tangents with a couple of 10.
Gents.
I am one of your hosts, Jason Hot Fry J, alongside my co-host slash life partner, Dan Skills.
Hey yo, Kissy Cousins. We don't condone that, but that's what we call ourselves.
You know what, Danny? You bring up a great point here with the Kissy Cousin stuff.
Uh-huh.
Watched the movie last night that is getting a little bit, I don't know, social media famous apparently. I don't know.
What movie is this?
Oof. I think it's called Mi Culpa. It's a Spanish movie. Translates to My Fault. Yes, this is correct. This movie, Danny, is about this movie's about a 17-year-old girl and her mom. Her mom falls in love with a rich man, moves away.
Okay.
So this little 17-year-old girl is separated from her boyfriend and her best friend.
Okay.
Long story short, she falls in love with her stepbrother. It gets not very explicit, but they do the deed.
Oh, but a stepbrother though.
You're not wrong, but
They're not. Is the stepbrother related?
No. It's a
just
stepbrother. It's a stepbrother.
Okay. It's a official stepbrother. Okay.
It is a stepbrother, but he calls her sis throughout.
Ooh.
Yeah, like not even stepsister. It's just sis, and she's 17 and he's over 18.
Ooh.
It was strange. Strange stuff, but it apparently is famous. I just you made me think about it because you made me think about us kissing cousins. Kissing cousin. Why do you remember the origin of that?
I don't know. I think it was just because I don't want to say it, but because I think we were just talking about something. Yeah. No. Well, people that we might know and stuff like that. So.
Maybe right, because we had yes. Okay, you are right.
Yes.
It clicked in my head.
Yeah.
Welcome everybody to Sunday Morning Tangents. We are a couple of kissing cousins who like to go off on tangents.
We're just a bunch of weird dudes,
You say weird, I say you say weird, I say Danny, we haven't shout out to I'm all over the place here. Shout out to whoever you are out in Brussels. We haven't had a lot of build up anymore in terms of our viewership, our subscribers, and all that stuff. And
we talked about this.
It's just I have already attacked them enough. It's just not much you could do. Look at this logo. It's not just. It's just. I mean, it probably could do a little more, but
what we can do. Okay, look, what we can do is do a channel and then somehow promote ourselves more. Have like some type of better equipment, maybe some camera, maybe do blogging at times, TikTok videos.
The thing that gets me is it's our friends and family who just don't care about us that much.
That's true.
To give a quick little shout out to you, Danny, and Denver. I see you on here on the map. I'm looking at the map of our listeners. Shout out to Doug because I see his little circle there. We got a red hot one in Boardman, Oregon, near a bombing range.
Oh, okay. It's not far from here.
Boardman bombing range, and shout out over there.
Shout out
in Netherlands, and all our European fans listening to a couple of Americans talk about some bullshit, what the American lifestyle is. So why don't you go ahead, go on Instagram, follow Sunday Morning Tangents, go on the YouTubes, follow Sunday Morning Tangents, all that stuff. Because we're going to have fun pretty soon here, Danny. We're going to do some fun Halloween stuff.
Oh, baby boy.
I think we teased it a couple weeks ago that you and I once did one of these before we started recording. Actually, we might have been recording and just not uploaded that one.
No, yeah.
We're going to have fun little horror movie bracket-a-thon. And where Danny and I are going to just not rank, but we're going to eliminate some movies and decide what the best horror movie is according to Sunday Morning Tangents.
Which, by the way, I think there's some movies that are coming out that I think we might have to add. Jason, some I think there's some good movies coming out in theaters. I'm like, that looks
So
maybe scary.
so that movie I think comes out the 6th um of October.
Yeah.
That might miss our window. I am correct. It's October 6th. That might miss our window, Danny. We'll have to look through. Oh, that's the movie that changed. Exorcist moved its time. It moved a week ahead because of the Taylor Swift eras.
Are you serious?
Yes.
That's the movie they're talking about?
That's the one that got the earlier release date because they were scared of the
Okay, Jason. Well, Jason, what's with this? What's with the Taylor Swift movement thing? I don't hate her songs at all. I don't hate the. I just
It's
what is
me.
it?
Hi, I'm the problem. It's me. Taylor Swift.
What is it?
I'm not even 100% sure that is Taylor Swift, but I'm pretty sure.
But what is it, Jason?
I don't know. I've had this question. I don't remember if we talked about it here on air.
No, I don't think so.
But I did have a question to. Here, this is what it was. I'll bring you guys back here just to talk shit. I don't remember who I was playing with, but I remember for sure Jonathan was out there. Shout out to Jonathan once again. And I posed a question to Jonathan and a couple others while we were chilling. I remember this now.
Yeah.
And I wanted to just talk because sometimes when we're playing video games, we're just in silence. Sometimes depending on the game. When we're playing Texas Chainsaw Massacre, where everyone's talking almost at the same time, and that's great.
Screaming at each other.
But when you're chilling, we're all kind of concentrating and we're chilling. Anyways, I brought up a question because I wanted to talk about what's going on. Because I have the same question, Denny. No shade at Taylor Swift. Very talented musical artist.
She seems like she's nice too.
She seems kind.
Workers.
She seems nice enough. Oh yeah, she gave a lot of big bonuses. Great writer. She's a good lyricist and she writes her own music. But it's so weird, the phenomenon that has happened, that the Eras Tour is just a social and cultural movement that you have to attend. Everyone's going to this. It's like every celebrity going to Messi games nowadays. It's so this podcast, Danny, it's going to turn into two things: us criticizing social media and talking about skinwalkers, because that's all we talk about these days.
We're talking about. Look, the reason why I say this because I saw a video of this girl. She lives in Mexico and she's complaining. She's like a 16-year-old girl. She's complaining that she doesn't really want to go to the family vacation, which by the way she's saying they're going to Italy, Spain, and France. And she's like, I don't want to go. I want to go see Taylor Swift. Quiero ver a Taylor Swift. Los tickets. She's like crying because she's like the tickets are gonna be the days that they're gonna be out. And she's like, I don't know. I don't want to make it to the vacation. Anyways, I was like, damn. Taylor Swift is like everywhere in the world. They just like.
I think there's a couple things there. One is that the Taylor Swift Eras Tour is just a cultural phenomenon that it's FOMO. I feel like a lot of it is also FOMO, just fear of missing out on what is so socially significant. And then a part of it is I think a lot of these newer generation of kids don't care too much about traveling around the world. And I don't know if that's associated with social media and being able to look at it on your TV screen, on your phones. I have no idea. I'm just now spitballing and talking out of my ass.
No, you're right. Yeah.
But right. I've heard now a few different stories of someone's kid who is complaining about being somewhere around the world. And it's just so strange to me. And I think maybe it was because I was honestly lucky enough that I was able to go to Guatemala at young age and often. Mm-hmm. Unfortunately, they just kept us indoors because my parents only wanted to go visit the family, not exactly go sightsee the beautiful country that is Guatemala. Mm-hmm. But I don't think I would have complained at that age. I think I would have been ecstatic to go anywhere else aside from Guatemala.
Yeah, it was very bored. When you guys just stay there, I remember.
Yeah, it was very, very boring for us because in our mindset was we're just locked in a room. We could do this at our house where we have all our video games. That was me and my brother. But if our parents would have been 1 year like, all right, we're going to somewhere in Europe this time, that would have been like, I would have been ecstatic about it. But now it seems like the kids are seeing it more of a I don't disruptance of their life.
They're not excited about it anymore.
I mean, I'm sure there are the outliers, the ones who are ecstatic or happy to go to those places. But I've just heard plenty of stories now to be like, what's going on with the kids?
Yeah.
To bring it back around, I don't know if that's part of why this kid saw that going to Europe is just they're taking that for granted. So they're like, screw that. We only get Eras Tour once.
Probably. I think nowadays concerts are becoming more like, oh, you went to the concert? I don't know. They're like becoming, like you said, a social thing that if you do it, you're cool. Mm-hmm. You know, you enjoyed it. Not everybody, of course. Everybody goes for the music or the artist, but I feel like there's moments where like, oh, I went to the concert, it was so dope. You know, they say those kind of moments because now concerts are getting outrageous and also more expensive. Becoming so expensive.
I mean, ridiculous. A lot of that is also to blame on Ticketmaster and the websites where you to buy
Monopoly.
Tickets.
It seems like a monopoly in a way.
It's different outlets, but it's just it's the bots. It's the bots buying a large amount of tickets and then just the resale. It makes me want to just go camp out somewhere to buy a ticket to go watch an artist, and you're just gonna get the ticket at face value. Like if Kendrick Lamar's coming, and I don't know why I went to Kendrick Lamar, but I guess we'll just continue with that thread. He's coming to town, and the face value ticket is $150, but the resale value is double that, $300. I'd rather just camp out for a night. Save those extra. I don't actually know that difference isn't too big, but it could be pretty bad.
If it was something more bigger,
I don't know who I would go for. Most of the artists that I've gone to see, their tickets aren't that expensive because they're more indie. And the Drakes, the Taylor Swifts, the Beyoncés know that they could sell their tickets for an arm and a leg, and they're going to sell. They don't need to worry about whether they're going to sell out a large venue.
And you know what, Jason? This is what I wanted to talk about.
What's that?
It has nothing to do with that, but it has to do with horror.
Real quick, before we get on that, I saw that Denise went to go see Maluma.
Yeah, she did.
How jealous were you? Because she's has a big crush on Maluma. Shout out to Denise.
She told me that if she were to say, "Oh, come with me," she'd be like, "Just don't get mad." Mm-hmm. And I'm like, "Okay, I will give her my blessing."
Is that the pass? Is that the hall pass?
I guess it is the whole pass.
Maluma?
Yeah. Maluma and Bless. Another Colombian rap. I don't know why she's with Colombian. She loves Colombian people, I think.
They got big butts.
I don't know. I don't know. She's into Colombian dudes.
You're not Colombian.
No, I'm not Colombian at all.
Does that make you self-conscious?
No.
You okay with it?
Oh yeah. Yeah, I gave her my blessing. I'm like, oh, if you know.
Who do you have? Yeah. Who has she given you?
I don't know, Jason.
Who would you choose it for your hall pass?
I don't know. She asked me. You guys asked me the same question. I really don't know, to be honest.
You guys, me and her. She asked you the same question.
Yeah, I really don't know. I really don't know, Jason. I really don't know.
I feel like you're not telling me. We'll talk about it off.
No. I swear to God, I don't know. It could be a lot of people, but I don't know. Like, actually be like, I don't have the kind of, like, oh my God, I love this person so much. Or, like, I like this person a lot. I don't.
If you had to kiss one guy in the world, who would it be?
I mean,
one celebrity, not. Yeah, sorry. I'm going back and I'm clarifying.
Have you? I don't know. A guy? No, I never thought of kissing a guy.
That's a lie. That's okay. You've all thought. Everyone's thought about it. The
Wait,
thing is,
while watching a movie or something, I really never thought of kissing a guy.
just a random thought of like kissing a guy. It's not that you're
Jason,
having a passionate.
Maybe I have, but I don't remember. Maybe you're right. Maybe I had.
I don't believe everyone. I don't believe everyone.
What, people say the same thing?
Yeah, maybe it's just me.
Jason, I have not been in the theater. Yesterday I was watching. Let's say yesterday I was watching The Equalizer,
Okay.
and I'll be sitting down, and I'll be like, Denzel Washington. I don't know how he kissed. No.
Is Dakota Fanning in that movie?
Huh?
Is Dakota Fanning in that movie, The Equalizer?
Dakota?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
The actress? Anyways.
Oh.
But you've
Dakota.
never... It's not that you look at a guy and you're like, ooh, I bet he kisses good. It's not that. I think there's a miscommunication, a misrepresentation of what I'm trying to ask.
It's just, like if I was like attractiveness.
It's
like
not
the
that.
guy's good
not
looking it.
Not even that. It's just like the random thought of like, all right, you're telling me, Danny, we've talked
Jason.
about kissing cousins a lot.
Yeah.
Not once. You've seen Inception. You've seen Inception. You know how Inception.
I know in the elephant.
Thoughts,
I know when. Yeah.
You're thinking about
elephant.
a guy. That's all I'm talking about.
No, Jason. I'm saying like I probably had, but I don't know who. I cannot say specify who. Maybe I had in the past. I just forgot.
You don't have a guy crush?
No. I think Ryan Gosling's pretty.
There you go. See, why is it so hard? It's not too difficult to admit, Danny. You find Ryan Gosling a good-looking man.
Ryan Gosling. The reason why I find Ryan Gosling a good-looking man, besides he's talented man, is because of his 2013 movie Drive. I could call it Driver. I don't know why. That movie, Jason. When I saw the first movie, that's the first time seeing Ryan Gosling. And I was like, "Who's that guy?" I like that movie. That was a pretty good movie.
It was a really good movie.
Yeah, I was like, "Oh."
Dana says my homophobic.
You know the most there's a species of apes they do it with whoever, man or female, and for fun. They just there, just doesn't matter. At most parties in Roman times, yeah. They're just like
they don't care. Laszlo from
there
from
you
What
go.
We Do in the Shadows. I've thought about it, Danny. I've thought about it long and hard.
you want
and Diana gets irritated with me, but
why you say like that? I was like, you want me to ask? I was gonna ask you anyway.
oh no, I'm just I didn't even say it like that to say it like that.
All right, yeah. Who, Jason?
Oh, I've thought about it with many guys, but it's never landed me to a position where I think if Diana doesn't like this, she gets irritated with me. But it's hard for me to actually say, yeah, I'd enjoy kissing that guy. Everyone's like, you wouldn't kiss Ryan Gosling. That's what they tell me. You wouldn't kiss Marcus Monfrey. And honestly, maybe, but I don't know if I would enjoy it. I don't think I would. The thought of it makes me like, I don't know if I would. I don't know if I would. Not what?
Then you're not attracted to them.
That's not the question. I know I'm not attracted to them sexually.
But you say kiss him.
All I'm talking about is a peck on the lips. If we're going that base level.
Like this.
Exactly.
You know those actors who do this. Sometimes they have to do gay scenes and stuff like that, and sometimes they have to be really romantic.
Timothy Chalamet and the Cannibal. Theirs was honestly, if you watch if you don't get horny watching Call Me by Your Name, that means you're straight, I think, because man, they get down and dirty in that movie.
Oh, did you?
No, I didn't.
Oh, okay.
I didn't.
Oh,
unfortunately. You ever think about it? Like, think about it, Danny. Think about if you were bisexual. You don't have to play one side. You're playing both sides. That's just like
it would be easy.
You got the whole world at your feet. I don't know if that's. Anyways, sorry, you were saying.
I'll be scared, to be honest, of STDs. That's something I'll be scared.
Let's protect yourself.
Just be easy. Oh, Jason. Somebody told me why protect yourself? It's not like are you gonna eat a tamal with the leaf on?
There's a terribly, terribly, terribly disgusting story that one of my coworkers guided me towards on Reddit. It's called I think it was just like the Jolly Rancher story on Reddit. Okay. I'm not gonna describe what it was.
But was it like really?
I'll tell you after. I'll tell you afterwards. But it's nasty. I don't recommend you to go look at it. Anyways, Danny, what's up, man? You want to talk about horror?
I mean, we got here because of Taylor Swift, and we just tangent. We see people. I don't know why people don't listen to our podcast. It's called tangents. Most people they call their podcast differently, and it's not even what they talk about.
It's true.
And we talk about ours is called tangents, and we just go into tangent.
It's got Sunday morning tangents, but we'll take it. We're also recording on a Monday night. But we got the tangents part. We got the tangents part.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, we got that.
You're right. I'm sorry.
Look, I wanted to talk about, I already told you, I recently saw the Doja Cat new music video. What's it called, by the way?
I don't know.
Which is, if you guys look at it,
there's a lot of demonic representation.
She's pretty much like transformed into like a demon, a black demon, and Christina Ricci, right?
Is she in the music video?
She's the main, Christina Ricci, yeah. She's like the one who's almost getting possessed or like being hunted by this demon. It was pretty. To be honest, if it was a scary movie, it looked really good for a bit scary movie. Not gonna lie. It's called Demons. Just about demons.
What's the song about? Did you listen to the song?
Yeah, I did listen to the song. It's actually pretty kind of late. Not gonna lie to you. It's kind of late. Not gonna lie to you. But it's not. I think her previous song also had to do something with demons and like was weird. And I feel like nowadays we're in this new era where artists are just like being freely and like expressing like more demonic stuff. Maybe they're not into it, but I'm saying like they're just doing more stuff that you wouldn't think. You would think, oh, this is kind of demonic. I think Kanye West has done things like that. For example, he had a birthday party recently that people just went there. It's not a music video, but he did like a birthday party, and it was kind of like people on. They had crosses in their head and like girls eating. There was like naked girls with sushi on top of them. You know how they do it on big parties, and like they had like people dressed up equally, like in white or something like that.
Wait, stuff but like the sushi thing is just cuisine, no,
I know,
right?
I know.
Okay.
Yeah, they do that. I know they do that. I'm just saying, like, there's a lot of music videos that are, and like artists is just like promoting more like demonic kind of. If you can look it up, a lot of people do it. Artists are doing more like
Lil Nas X.
Yeah, that's one other one. Yeah. I'm like, do you think they actually? And wasn't one of the? I forgot you mentioned the artist.
Here, it's called Satanic Panic. Never heard of this. Satanic Panic in the Attic is what comes up, Diana. Oh, wait, here it is. Satanic Panic is a moral panic consisting of over 12,000 unsubstantiated cases of satanic ritual abuse starting in the United States in the 1980s, spreading through many parts of the world by the late 1990s, and persisting today. QAnon revives America's satanic panic. I'm not going to look into that one because I don't want to. And I ain't got time to right now because we are podcasting live. But this is a thing, Danny. You're not far off. But what are you scared about?
No, I'm not scared. I'm just saying like satanic churches are they're all over the United States, all over the world actually. I don't care. I don't care. Believe one way you want. But I'm just saying like I feel like I was gonna ask you this. If you were to be an artist, Jason, if you want to be an artist, you think at that point you don't care what happens to your soul, your ego? If let's pretend that it is true that you go to hell or heaven, because I'm still not sure either way though. Will you do something like that, Jason? Will you be like a part of it? If you were to be popular, all right, let's say you're a celebrity, and they tell you, "Hey, come to my party," and then and it's like, where this red hooded thing on? Will you do it?
Before I give my answer, Diana says here they're monetizing it. They accuse rock and roll and emo culture of it. Basically, they're profiting it off. They're profiting off of its successful, I guess, popularity. I guess it probably gets controversial, and as they say, any press is good press. So they're just making more money out of it.
Yeah. I believe it. I mean, I think also a lot of people saying that going to rappers performances where it just looks like they're being possessed. Some of them, they act like they're being possessed, and people go nuts with that.
You know what you said about Kanye though? Isn't he super Christian?
I don't know, Jason.
No, I wouldn't, Danny. I wouldn't. I'll be the Catholic of the Catholic youth Catholic guilt of me would get the better of me and be like, nope, I can't even mess around with that about that.
Yeah.
I don't even touch the Ouija board, Danny. We see it at Target, we see it at Barnes and Nobles. I don't even want to touch the box.
That's exactly what I say. Yes,
right?
I don't touch it. No.
You can't fuck around about that.
No. This is the thing with me. People will tell me what you maybe Catholic, what you believe, you don't really believe. Look, my thing is if I can how do you say this? If I can like pretty much avoid it, if I can like protect myself, even though if it's not even real, nothing will happen to me, I'll still do it. I'm still not gonna do anything demonic or anything, Ouija board thingy.
So okay, so you're saying if somebody would be like, just play the Ouija board, nothing's gonna happen, you're not gonna get possessed, absolutely nothing, it's all fake, you're gonna still say nah.
No, it's like that. The chances of that. I'm saying the chances of that. It's like that.
You never know. What if Diana says she would have sold her soul already if it was a thing, but for world peace? So makes sense.
Sacrifice, kind of like the end of Constantine. Spoilers, by the way. Spoilers. Okay, never mind. I can't say it no more. God.
You already said it. I was never gonna watch it. I haven't seen it now. I'm never gonna watch it. I don't care to watch it.
Constantine's a good movie.
I'm not saying it's bad. I just don't care.
That's what I got. I wanted to dress up like Constantine one time.
You what? You want to dress
the gadgets that he has?
Isn't he just wearing all black?
No, black, but with the cool weapons that he has too.
Oh, okay, demons. That makes sense. I gotcha.
Look, I'm just saying, like, yes, they're profiting now. I think people are more freely with that. But I'll be like, fuck, that's you guys. But the chances of the devil's actually real, fuck that. We both just watched The Pope's Exorcist this past weekend. There was a quote in there in the beginning of the movie where the Pope's Exorcist, I think it was his quote, said something like, as soon as we all stopped believing the devil, he did his job. Some shit like that. Like, yes.
I don't. Yeah. I think I completely paraphrased that quote. I'm not even gonna try.
No, but I think it was something like that. Yes.
I paraphrased it,
but even if you paraphrase it, that still sounds pretty. Yeah. Once you start, thinking that it's not real,
he won. He won. We're done.
That's the way because think about it, Jason.
I'll think about it.
Look, most people, they need religion. As much as people don't want to hear this, people need some type of guidance. Some people cannot go themselves without just them thinking there can be good people. Some people, they need some type of like, there's a punishment after life, so I need to be good. Not all people can just be like, pretty much be like, I think I'll be, if I don't do this, I don't do that, I think I'll be fine. No, I think some people do need guidance. They need like faith on something. So once, hopefully this promoting the devil stuff doesn't make kids being like, there's no devil. That's a bunch of bullshit.
Did you see?
And just like creating chaos.
There's a annual satanic parade in Brazil. You heard about this?
No, I didn't. No.
It got popular because my dad brought it up to me. But he got kind of tricked by TikTok a little bit though, because they showed a couple things that weren't real, but I guess a couple were. One of them being, I guess at this parade they were defacing the Virgin Mary, I believe. I can't remember exactly the details of it, but
Okay.
it was a lot of what you're saying of just like they're over there playing around, they're messing around, they're poking the
I'm
bear.
just saying, yeah. If it's not real, it's still. Even if it's not real, they have that mentality to be like, hey, there's not gonna be happen. They have that mentality of like, nothing's gonna happen to me after life, so fuck it. Fuck all this shit.
Danny, are you anti-atheist?
Anti-atheist?
Anti-atheist.
No. No.
That's a no, Diana. She tried to get you.
I'm in the middle.
The middle of what?
I don't know if I'm an atheist or I'm a sort of a believer.
Shrek? I'm a believer. I'm a believer. I can believe it if I try. Do you think part of the reason you might be a believer is because you grew up forced to believe?
So I questioned myself that, but then I was like, no. You know why? Because of what I experienced with the ghost story stuff like that.
That pushes you to be a bit of a believer.
A bit of a believer, yes.
Without those ghost stories, it's
because
mainly atheist.
Because of what my dad told me. My dad, you know how that whole cliche that if you pull rosemary, the Catholic, it's always Catholic stuff. Not just Catholic, but it can be any religion too. People don't realize that. But mostly like Christianity. If you pray, if you put a crucifix or something like that, or bless the house, it's gonna go away, right? That kind of stuff, right? That you will see in movies and shows that people say. I wouldn't believe it, Jason. I really wouldn't believe it until when they start putting stuff in our house, like for example the Virgin Mary, and my dad has it in his bedroom now, because he said he didn't really believe it too, but he used to hear noises and shit that used to happen to him. But after he started putting stuff in his room, any like religious stuff, it stopped. And I'm like, I don't know how is that possible, to be honest, but because it happened to me, and not just me and my sisters too, it kind of makes me like there might be something else.
Sounds like you're a little bit more of a believer, not too much in the middle.
Yeah.
We got this house blessed, and they were walking around my room, and they saw my little Lego Darth Vader bust.
Oh.
And they thought it was a skull, and they thought I was into some satanic rituals. And they're like, "What is that?" And I'm like, "That's Darth Vader."
Who was this?
This was earlier. This was like earlier this year.
Oh shoot!
I think it was like earlier this year or late last year.
He's like, "Oh my
That's Darth Vader."
Oh, cuidado con Jason, por favor. Odilia, por favor, ten cuidado con Jason, por favor.
That's all right. I think I'm too much of a scaredy cat to say that it's not real, and then it turns out to be real, and I was like, "Fuck, that really bit me in the ass."
Yes, that's yeah.
I don't know. It's scary, man. I don't want the devil on me. Devil's Inside. Is that a movie?
That's a movie.
Might be on our list.
That's a movie.
Might be on our
That's
bracket.
a movie. Yeah, that's a movie. I'm just saying, just be respectful. Don't do things that somebody will be like, it's fake. Who cares? Let me throw this Virgin Mary to the ground, or this Buddha to the ground. I don't know.
But how much are they laughing if it is fake? And then they're like, "See, told you."
Oh, yeah. But what's the harm of not doing that?
That's a good point. Diana's not a fan of this episode. She feels
attacked.
Hey,
why do you feel attacked? Why?
She feels attacked. She's not having a good time talking on her religious beliefs or otherwise.
Oh man, I got so many conversations with my family about my religious belief, and they're
it's
like,
too complicated, man.
It is. It's a whole 5-hour talk that you can have with somebody. Not even that.
No, more.
It's even more than that.
It's too much. It's just too much. I sometimes I don't even want to talk about it with with my parents because they're just
They get heated. People get heated.
It's their
A lot.
life. Oh, for a lot of
Yeah.
them, it's their life, and for us, it's just something that turns out to be more of an inconvenience because we have to do something on a Sunday morning. No, don't make me do that. It's football time.
Like one more thing I will say though. One
Keep
time
going.
I told my family member and I told him, okay, let's say this, because they told me like, oh, everybody has to believe in God, and I told him, well, what if if the person was born in an island, and then grew up in the island by itself, and then he just comes, is he gonna go to hell because he doesn't believe in Christian because he didn't even knew about it, or is he gonna show
Not if he asks for forgiveness.
Damn. Anyway, Jason, about those music videos, Doja Cat movie, the music video was pretty cool. Actually, not gonna lie, I was kind of into it, and I feel like that would make a good scary movie. But there's a lot of those coming out, like Diana said. What's it called? Satanic.
Satanic Panic. It's a movement. It's
I think it's been a movement for years. I think.
Well, it said it
who
started
got-
in the 80s.
Oh, okay. What's the name of the
Heavy
singer
metal.
who used to have Manson?
Charles. Nope. That's not
No,
him.
no.
Marilyn Manson.
Marilyn Manson, yeah, I remember seeing a bunch of videos of him like being not attacked, but people telling like, "Hey, you're a satanic person, huh? Why you do this kind of videos?"
They do have
Which,
a
by the
lot
way-
of satanic imagery in the
Oh,
music videos.
have you seen his music videos?
I've seen beautiful people.
There's some that are like, it kind of got scared one time because I was younger and watching his video. I was like, okay, this is not for me.
What scares you the most, Annie? I feel like I've asked you this recently, but I feel like,
Yeah, you did.
but is it more demonic stuff than ghosts?
No, I don't think I said. I think yeah, but I don't think that's what scares me the most.
Growing old. What's your biggest fear?
I told you, not like something that is in front of me and I'll be able to, and I'm looking at it, but it's invisible and it just kills me.
Huh.
Yeah.
That's so specific.
You know how you cross in the street, right?
Yeah.
And then you're like, okay, there's no cars coming in. But in reality, there's a car coming in. But
But
your
you
mind
can't see
kind of
it?
like blinks that out. And it's just like, yeah, kind of like an illusion.
Speaking of illusions, did you ever watch The Illusionist with Edward Norton?
That's yes, I believe wasn't it a movie about magic?
I never saw it.
Oh, okay.
I've only seen The Prestige, but they came out around the same time, and I've heard they're pretty similar movies, and
Yeah, they're
setting
pretty
and-
similar. Yes, they're pretty similar. What are we talking about today, Jason?
I don't know. You wanted to talk about demonic stuff.
Yeah, like okay, it's because right now we come in spooky season. We're watching more scary movies. By the way, we start I think I also saw New Top 5. There's a bunch of scary videos, by the way. You should look at them. There's some pretty good ones.
Me?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm just saying. I tried to find out what happened to that guy who in Mexico.
Mm-hmm.
I tried. I mean, I found his Facebook, but nothing has happened.
He's fine. I'm sure he's fine.
So I don't know.
I'm sure he's fine, Danny. It's all fake. It's all fake.
What is everything's fake? Yeah.
It is all fake. It's all fake, Danny. Stop it. Don't look at me like that. Like,
There's a movie that I think is gonna trigger a lot of people,
what's that?
and I saw the trailer yesterday. It's with the actor from oh God, what's the movie called? Oh, Hello, my name. No, is it not Hello? It's a black guy who does the voice of a white man.
Oh, it's
And the movie-
Sorry to Bother You.
Yeah, sorry about it, but the main actor,
It's Lakeith Stanfield.
Laketh,
Lakeith, like Lake, then ITH, I think.
Oh yeah, Stanfield. Yes. There's a new movie coming
Good
out.
actor. I like that guy.
No, he's a good actor. Yes, yes. The Book of Clarence.
Book of Clarence. I've heard of the Book of Eli.
So this movie, I don't know if it's actually, it's kind of like in the same.
Benedict Cucumber.
Yeah. So this movie, it's like he's like a person doing he's a person who's doing he's watching what Jesus is doing. He's like living the same time period, whatever. He just lives there, and he's seeing like, who's this guy? He's like, oh, his name is Jesus. Have you heard? He can he can walk in water, heal the blind, and he's
I
like,
got you, Danny. This synopsis is gonna
listen, yeah, read it, please.
a down on his luck Jerusalemite embarks on a misguided attempt to capitalize on the rise of celebrity and influence the Messiah for his own personal gain. That's pretty crazy. That's pretty crazy.
It's gonna piss off a lot of people.
What happened there? What?
I said people, but people. I'm just saying, like, I saw the trailer. I'm like, whoa, what the? Yeah,
That's pretty crazy. There's,
yeah.
No,
But it doesn't seem like it's as funny. It doesn't seem like a comedy. I think this is the same director from Sorry to Bother You. I think
is it taking it so serious?
Boots really. It seems like it, but not really. Yeah, I'm just telling you. I saw that and I was like, whoa.
I wonder if that's a real character or person in the Bible.
Oh, the director is called Bullets. His name is Jamie Samuel. Jamie Samuel, known as Bullets.
Jason Momoa.
No, not Jason Momoa.
Oh, okay.
No. But anyways, yeah, I saw watched the trailer and I was like, what the? This is gonna piss out so many people. I kind of want to watch it though.
Danny, here's a non sequitur here, aka a tangent. Do you consider Jaws a horror movie?
I didn't know Jaws was a horror movie until
I'm asking
when
if
I
you
saw
consider
that.
it.
No.
What about The Shining?
Yes, The Shining. Yeah. But then again, I'm saying that horror movies have to do something with ghosts or something to do with because, yeah, something extra. I think horror movies have to do something in my mind. Something.
Well,
I don't know no more. I don't know no more.
No, I think it's different now. I think it's not anything to do with paranormal, demonic. I don't think it's anything to do with that anymore.
No,
actually, not even just anymore.
Because now slashers, you know what a slasher is now, but people just call it horror now.
It's
I don't hear people saying that's a slasher movie.
Well, I think we could identify what a horror movie is. There's just some movies that kind of skirt the line a little bit. I think Jaws skirts it a little bit. I think in its time, it would have been considered I think Psycho today is a thriller. But I think when it came out, it was a horror.
Yeah.
I'm asking this because I'm trying to see what is going to go on our brackets.
Ooh.
See, because Psycho needs to be on there. But like I said, I think today it's just the thriller, just because we're desensitized to.
Oh, we hella desensitized, man. If people were to see the movies that we have now, back to the 60s and 70s and 80s, they would be like traumatized. I think.
Danny, I think even like 20 years ago, I was watching. I think I brought it up last week or whenever it was that I watched the first Saw for the first time, and I remember everyone being like, "Oh my god, it's so gruesome, it's so bloody, it's so."
Oh, you mentioned this, yes.
And dude, it wasn't really gore porn. It was really just a thriller. Then at the end, he cuts his ankle, but it wasn't even too bad. Like the amount that they showed was not bad. And the only reason I watched it for the first time was because it's kind of funny. But I had seen the second one. That's the only Saw movie I had seen. The proper Saw movie. I watched Spiral because I thought that was going to be very different. But I watched Saw 2 and I was like, oh my God, this is I can't watch this. This is way too when I was a kid.
Yeah, when younger.
Yeah. And like the whole needles, and I remember it being super bloody and gory, but really it wasn't. Like it just messes with your
Maybe
emotions.
maybe this since maybe you were just like
But I think it does have a reputation of being gore porn. And
I think during the time there was that one Saw and also Hostel.
I remember
Hostel?
watching. I saw
And
a little bit of Hostel.
Well, the worst and another one that's the one I was like, okay, that's kind of gross, really more gross than anything. The Human Centipede.
See, but that was more gross. It's not really gory.
That was just that's the same. It was more gross than gory.
Oh, okay.
Because,
So, what I'm saying is that stuff at that time was as gory as it gets. Now we watch The Evil Dead, and it's like that. Now that is
Evil
bad.
Dead. Evil Dead was just.
I don't need both of the new ones, both of the remakes.
I think they were just covered in blood the entire time. Most of I'm pretty sure the actors and the actors, they were just like
act. The third act is of the new one, Evil Dead Rises.
Yeah.
They got that movie was scary.
And there's probably the other ones that we just haven't seen probably.
There's a lot of other gory movies. I mean,
yeah.
Terrifier. Terrifier is a very disturbing movie. That one I think might have to go in our brackets too.
You know what? Yes, in the reason because they did these people they did it with the budget that they had, which by the way you can tell it's really like but still
it's impressive.
It's impressive because they make the person literally nobody. Yeah, you're fucked. Once the thing is there, he has no remorse. He's a demon.
Well,
he has no remorse.
Sorry,
he's not a demon by the way, but I'm saying like there's a lot of them now. For example, one of them I saw on Netflix. It's called I think it's called the. Oh God, I forgot the Incantation. I think it's called.
Is that Denise screaming back there?
Yeah, she's playing Fortnite.
Fortnite, yeah, fork knife.
Yes, it's called. I think it's called Incantation, right? And this one is based in somewhere in, I think either Taiwan.
Oh, this one.
Right? And at the end, it's like, oh, this means that if you read this, you're gonna be cursed now. So when I watched the movie, I was like, oh shit. Like, you lied to me. You said this is like to protect the evil or something like that, and at the end, it's like, oh, you're fucked now. Cursed. Yes.
That's basically just the movie version of those spam emails of like share this with 10 other people or you'll be cursed forever.
Yes. By the way, really good movie. If you guys want to watch something not Hollywood, this is a good one.
Good horror movie.
This is a good one. Yeah, it's a good movie because it's kind of like
I'll take your word for it. I'll check it out.
Yeah.
But how do you feel about demonic imagery in movies? Because you're saying in music videos is getting too much. You're not feeling it. It's gonna come back and bite you. But then you watch movies like the Pope's Exorcist, where they're making this little kid, or probably not the little kid saying it actually, but the whoever it is who is just saying blasphemous things about
we're becoming more desensitized because I think they're making the demons like something that you can defeat. And you don't defeat them, you just entrap them, but it seems like something that you can. I feel like every Hollywood movie, they're just like all the demons, they're just like, oh, we got it finally, fuck. But the only movie I think that fucked me out was what's it called, Paranormal Activity 1, the first one, because the other one there's no happy ending in that one. On the first one, you remember the first one, right? Yeah, you remember that one. It's just like you don't see the demon, but you get the attacks of the demon, and you get everything that a demon will do, and possession, and pretty much, they all spoilers by the way. I don't know if you haven't seen that one.
Paranormal Activity 1. It came out a while ago.
Yeah, it pretty much. I think they both die. Well, one of them becomes possessed, and the other one's just I don't think
is shown dying.
No, but she's possessed, so she's
Yeah.
going out and killing people probably. But I'm saying like that movie.
That might make the bracket too.
That's one of the first movies that I could not sleep. Like that
Wow.
movie fucked me up for a couple of days because the fact that you wouldn't see a demon or anything that can possess, that's more scary than me than seeing, like, you know, in the movies because you know it's fake.
You have to save some of this for when we get around to the
Okay, yeah.
the horror movie brackets. My brother can't watch those movies either.
Yeah.
I still like going to sleep with some horror stuff, and we would be looking for a movie to watch when we shared room, and every time we flipped through Paranoid Theory, I was like, "You want to watch it?" Never. He does
He's
not
like,
watch that.
"Fuck." Yeah. Because we all can relate. You can relate that because it can happen in a house. You don't even know it. Yeah.
Show yourself. My house has been blessed. So peace, demons and ghosts and whoever else wants to. What's
You
the
gotta
movie?
know their names.
That's true, according to Pope's Exorcist
But not just that. Every movie
and The Exorcist.
And
I'm
The
telling you,
Exorcist.
Danny, watch The Exorcist, and you're gonna be like, "Oh wow, they just took
I really did. I told you.
the original."
Yes.
When did you watch it?
Yeah. Like 3 months ago.
No, now watch it again. You don't have to watch it again, but
No, I'll watch it again.
But I was saying it because I watched them back to back, the Pope's Exorcist and The Exorcist, and watching the original Exorcist afterwards, I kept thinking to myself, wow, the Pope's Exorcist really just took that from this, or took this from that, which could just be exorcism rituals that they typically do, but I think there's still ways to work around it for the movie's sake, since they were already doing some crazy stuff in the Pope's Exorcist. Not making the bracket.
No. There's on the
right.
I think if you watch the Exorcism of Emily Rose, you've seen that one. That one also messed me up a little because I was younger.
You've told me. I don't think I've gotten around.
I think this is based on something like that actually happened.
Yeah, it's one of those based on true story exorcisms.
That one.
I remember the trailer for this one vividly. Oh, this is the barn one. This was a good trailer. I remember watching this trailer. What's it on? It's not on anywhere on any streaming websites right now.
Last year I saw Pray for the Devil, which the reason why that movie was like captivating to me because I wanted to watch it in theaters besides being a scary movie, because this one is in the Vatican, and and supposedly in the Vatican they have a section where they have all the people who are being possessed, kind of like in a section, like in a hospital. So they don't, but they cannot escape because they're trying to help them out, you know.
And she was the first. She was the first female exorcist.
Yes, you know, it had a cool. But then I was like, the movie was not, you know, it was. From the trailer, I was like, the trailer basically gave a lot. The trailer gave a lot away. Yeah. And I was like, which it could have been cool. It's just this new demonic movies. Some of them they just go to. At the end, it just becomes a whole freaking Avengers kind of fight.
It's the worst when these exorcism demonic movies turn into fights. We're gonna get around to it when we do this.
Yeah, you know what? Let's say this because we have a lot to.
Insidious is probably one of the worst like offenders of this because it starts off so good and then it turns into a fucking fist fight with a demon. I was like, whoa, what the like that's not scary. That's just Avengers. This is an action movie.
I feel like what a demon does, most of them, they are pretty much, think about it, like they're just like sucking the blood of you. They're sucking the soul of you. They want you to become, and they get to the point, you know, they start doing things where like, I don't know, you know, scare you, push you, trying to kill, but not really kill you, because they're trying to break you first. That's all. At the end, they just become like a whole freaking. Like I said, Avengers fight or something.
That was probably the coolest part of the Pope's Exorcist when they were which I didn't have in fact checked, but when they were talking about the history of exorcisms and the friar who was in the basement, that stuff
Yeah.
that when he was talking about
Yes.
that, I was like, that was actually pretty cool to learn about the history of exorcisms, and that it was a thing for a long time, but now it's not so much because, well, in the original Exorcist, they're like, yeah, because we discovered mental illness, and it makes you think, holy shit, imagine all the people who suffer with mental illness in the past, and they were just accused of exorcisms that they were possessed. I mean,
Old Germany, I think during the 1600s, 1400s to 1600s, I think I forgot how many, like over 34,000 or something like that. 33,000 or 404,000 women were killed, and children's, including children's, because of the witching, hunting witching.
oh, the witch hunt.
They used to the witch hunt that
hunts?
used to happen. Yeah.
Yeah, where they would just throw them in a
Um,
river, lake.
And if you were to know a little bit more than other people, well, he's a demon. He's a witch.
That's facts. A wizard. You're a wizard, Harry.
Yeah. If you want to know how to do 2 plus 4, what's 2 plus 2? 4. That's a witch.
Get him, boys.
He's a 6-year-old. That's a witch.
Shouldn't be knowing that shit. Oh,
So
Danny.
get ready for those talks, guys, because we're gonna get into those, man. I'm excited for those. All right.
We are, and I'm gonna get working on it soon. We're gonna have to go through the list soon. Make sure that we're all on the same page of the movies. Thinking 4 categories. I'm thinking maybe not though, Danny, because that's gonna disqualify a lot of movies. We'll see. We'll talk about it on our own time. For now, that concludes Sunday Morning Tangents with a couple of Dan.
Jans.
I was Jason. That was Danny. Don't forget to hit that bell, subscribe,
Just
like,
follow. Listen
5
to us for a
stars.
little bit.
Listen to 20 minutes every day. You'll be fine.
We don't release too often, where we're becoming that much of a disturbance.
No.
A sense of disturbance in the force. Thank you everybody for listening. For those of you who are listening, and if you're not, well, you're not going to hear this, so it doesn't matter. Thank you, everybody. Good night.